Hi everyone, welcome back to the Kia Hyundai channel. My name is Gabby. With me, I have the beautiful 2022 Kia Sorento PHEV EX Plus. Now, PHEV stands for plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. This is a very popular vehicle at this time. We just released info on the 2023 model. They're not in Canada yet, but we know the answers to your questions. If you do want to know more about upcoming models and releases for Kia and Hyundai, I definitely recommend you subscribe and ring the bell for notifications because we're going to be the first to let you know. But moving on to this vehicle over here. So for our plug-in hybrids, for the Sorento at least, they're all the same engine transmission. So this is a 1.6 liter turbo with an automatic transmission, and it does have an electric motor. So hence plug-in hybrid electric. It has up to 51 kilometers of range on a full charge, and you could actually use that electric range exclusively if you're just tooting around the city. But at the end of the day, you still have a hybrid, so you can still put gas in it and not have to worry about, running out of charge. It's great for people with range anxiety. This vehicle, specifically this trim level, I should say, is right smack dab in the middle. So there's the EX below it and the SX above it, and it's priced at $50,995. That's Canadian for the 2023 models. And they qualify for a $5,000 federal rebate. So win. We're going to take a look at the design elements and the interior and the exterior, as well as some safety features. So starting off with the front grille, I'm sure you can tell, it's got very bright LED lights, and these are full LED. So there's not one bulb on this vehicle. I'll have Charlotte come a little bit closer. And we'll also show you what the cutoff is like on the wall. So just to our right over there, you can see it's very sharp. At nighttime, you'll have no problem seeing. Your fog lights down here are also LEDs. So like I said, everything's an LED in this car. On the front of the vehicle, you'll also notice there's these little circles here. Those are your front parking sensors. You also have them in the rear. The design is very sleek. It is a little rugged as well too. This is an all-wheel drive vehicle, so if you live in Canada, like us, where we film, it's great for all seasons. Come around to the side. I guess I should also let you know the color. This is called Platinum Graphite. So those are 19-inch machine finish alloy wheels. Very nice design. On our hybrid vehicles for the Sorento, there's a lot more chrome accents. If you look at just the regular gasoline turbo, this would all be blacked out. I personally think I like the blacked out look a little bit better, but design is so personal, so you may like this better. Come along to the side. Your mirrors are body colored with a black accent, and they're power folding. So if I were to lock the vehicle, they'd fold right in. That's something you can turn off though if you do not like it. On your handles over here, you do have Kia's Smart Entry or Easy Entry. As long as the key's on it, you can press that. It'll unlock the doors for you. Come along to the side here. Charge port. So that's something that looks a little funky because on the other side we have our gasoline port. So that takes some getting used to. Even now I still mess up. Sometimes I go to plug this thing in and I park it on the wrong side and I got to do that whole bring everything over. It happens, but that's where everything is, and you close that up. So you can do a level 1 or a level 2 charger. So a 120 volt or a 220 volt. 220 is about, I think it's 2 hours. And then the level 1 charger from completely empty is about 10 hours. So we'll come over here. All models of the plug-in hybrid are equipped with the power tailgate. So there's just a soft button over here that if you press, it'll beep a couple times and it'll open right up. You can set the height and the opening speed as well too. There's also a feature that Kia has where as long as you have the key on you and you walk up to it, it opens automatically, so no kicking underneath. It's great for winter, so no slippage. We have it turned off here just because we don't want it going off when we don't want the car to open. Back here, you'll see you have 2 rear seats. These do fold down to give you better trunk space. With them up, it's not huge. I really have not much to say about the trunk space with these seats up. But when we fold these, sorry, let me pull it. You have a lot of room and you still have captain's chairs right above. These rear seats, a lot of SUVs with a third row, non-vans, people say they're uncomfortable, there's not a lot of headroom. I gotta say, these seats are actually very comfy and they're so easy to get in and out of. I'll have Charlotte show this as well too. This is your level 1 charger that comes with your PHEV purchase. So you definitely don't want to lose this. They are expensive. And it's honestly, you could probably get by with just getting this and not installing a level 2 charger, but it depends on your driving. Close this up. And we'll also show you the rear parking sensors. So you have these little circles on the back, same thing as the front. It's gonna beep because I have the car on. That's also something you can do with the plug-in hybrid vehicle, have your car on inside because no emissions right now, it's an EV mode. You'll also notice that the tail lights are LEDs too. If I were to hit the brakes, they would be very, very bright. I'm actually going to do that right now. Let me close that first. And I will turn on the hazards so you can see that as well. So brake lights and hazard lights. Very, very cool. Now I'll have Charlotte come over to my side here. Ignore the beeping again. I just turned on the electrical system. So it's going to give some warnings. On the side of the door here, you have this metal garnish, and it's also lit up. So you have ambient lighting in there. So it's red right now. It's very, very cool actually. This is your power mirror folding button, so you can press that to fold in your mirrors. You can see it go in and out. Of course, your mirrors are actually power adjustable and they are heated. You have all your window controls. They're all express up and down too. So I know this doesn't seem like a huge feature to most people, but express windows are really nice to have. You never know how great they are until you don't have them. And now whenever I want to put all my windows down, I only have a driver's side express. I have to make like a weird like spider thing with my hand. I know it's not a real problem, but it's a problem for me. On the side here, we have a really nice handle to get in and out of. It's also not a feature, but it's a nice design. And then soft touch materials along the door. Right over here, we have our brightness adjuster, our tailgate button, so you can open and close it from here. Really great if someone else is loading stuff in for you and you get to stay in the driver's side. Your lane keep assist button, so you can turn it on and off through there. Lane assist is not to be confused with lane follow assist. There are two separate features, and the simplest way to describe them, we've done videos on this. This will let you know when you're departing your lane and it will correct you, or you can just have it as a warning, so it'll just alert you. This will actually steer for you. So this is not an autopilot, but it will actually take the curve of the road for you and not freak out at you when you cross the lane. It'll just, correct that. On the left side here, we just have our regular volume controls, our Bluetooth controls, our phone controls. And on the right will be all your driving controls. So you can turn on your cruise control. It's advanced smart cruise control. That meaning that it will actually slow down for the vehicle ahead of you up until a stop. So if you're in stop and go traffic, the vehicle is capable of picking back up speed and bringing you down to a complete halt. And you can turn that on, turn it off. You have paddle shifters right on the side of the steering wheel, so you can adjust manually. And then also your gauges are going to look a little bit different. So I'm just going to turn the brightness up a little bit. Over here, you have your charge, eco, and your power. So when it's in charge, you're actually getting a little bit more power back into your battery. Eco mode's a nice healthy mix of your electric motor and your gasoline motor. And when you're in this white power band, you're using mostly your gasoline engine. In your center here, you have your dash. Right now, it's just telling me to, drive, or else it'll turn off the vehicle. Here's your digital speedometer. You can also see your engine temperature, your all-wheel drive torque distribution, your tire pressure, and you can cycle between other menus as well too. So electric, right now it's not fully charged. We're at 47 kilometers. Then gasoline, we have 479 kilometers of gas. Now, hypothetically, you could do almost all your driving on electricity if you don't do too much driving or you're really smart about charging. We have a lot of customers that do that, and with either their Nero plug-in hybrid, either Charlotte herself, she does that a lot too because she lives pretty close to work. So every day she just comes into work and charges and, charges the dealership for their electricity. She's a smart girl. She's behind the camera going, yeah. And then I'll have Charlotte actually come into the passenger side. We'll show you the rest. Great. So now that Charlotte will join us here, I'm just going to have her focus on the seat first. So with all trim lines of the Sorento PHEV, you get this beautiful synthetic leather. It is very, very comfy, and the seat is powered as well too. So for me, driver's side, I should have shown that. I actually have three-way controls. So with the bottom of my seat, the back of my seat, and lumbar support. Charlotte's seat is also powered as well too. So she just did a little demo there. I'll have her come in. I'm not too sure how well the ambient lighting is showing. You can see it's also lit up under the dash right over there. It's a nice red right now. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Now that we know it has ambient lighting, let's take a look at the main screen over here. So this is going to be your main menu. When you turn on the vehicle, it goes to this screen here. Charlotte drives this Sorento PHEV, so she has her driver profile set. We have done a video on driver profiles as well too, so if you want to check that out. You can slide over to the right and go through your actual menu. So there are a lot of icons here. I'm going to talk about what's I guess different. So we have a PHEV menu here. Here you can see your EV range, you can see your closest charger, you can actually see what's available, what's in use, what's out of order, and then what's unknown. Very mysterious. Go back here, you can see your energy information, also your charge management, and your eco driving habits. So let's see how Charlotte's driving habits are like. History. What were you doing this day, Charlotte? Street racing? Well, that goes to show a PHEV can be efficient depending on how you drive. Charlotte, she's a woman on a mission, okay? So sometimes it shows. Coming down here, we have our climate control system. So I have it off right now just so the fan's not noisy. But you have automatic climate control and 3 separate levels for that. So with that, I guess I'll show it quickly. I'm sorry if the fans are noisy. So I can set it to whatever temp I want, and then I can make it automatically go to the lowest speed. I'm going to turn that off now because that is very noisy. Another thing you can do with plug-in hybrid vehicles and all our eco-dynamic vehicles is have a driver-only option. So if it's only you in the car, you can only do your AC or your heat to the driver, which is quite good because this is a big vehicle. It's a lot to cool or a lot to heat up. Down here, we have 3 USB ports. No one's going to have a dead phone in this car. This one here is for the connectivity for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. These 2 over here are just chargers. And then if that wasn't enough, you also have a wireless phone charger down here. It's all dark there, so you may not be able to see it, but trust me, it is there. We also have a straw wrapper. That doesn't come with the car. Charlotte's giving a big thumbs up. Over here, we have our heated seat options or buttons, one for driver, one for passenger. And then here we have our transmission. I love this transmission. Some people feel in between, but once you start driving with it, I promise you'll love it. It feels very classy. You can still hold it as you're driving, so if you're used to holding your regular gear shift, it's nice. I personally don't love buttons. Hyundai does a lot of buttons. Sometimes I like their interior better, but I hate the buttons. That's just my little spiel. Here we have our drive mode select, so you can go between eco, sport, and smart. So 3 different driving styles. Charlotte loves sport. Smart basically adapts to whatever you're doing. So if you do hit the throttle or you gotta go, it will switch you into sport mode. But then if you calm down and you're just tooting around the city, it'll bring you back into eco, give you your best efficiency. If I press this down like a button, it'll go into terrain modes where I can cycle between snow, mud, and sand. That's pretty cool. This EV, HEV button is not going to work right now because the vehicle's not on, but if you press that, it'll still show. You can be in either automatic mode, hybrid mode, or electric mode. Automatic, the vehicle will decide for itself. So if you're really digging into the throttle, it's going to have to be in hybrid mode because it needs the help of the engine to, get you to the speed you want and how you're going. Electric mode will primarily push your electric mode, but if it does need the help of the gasoline engine, it will kick in. So it's a smart vehicle. It'll always adjust for what it needs. Down here we have our parking camera, our parking sensors, our electronic parking brake, our downhill assist, auto hold, and a heated steering wheel. Now we're going to head outside of the vehicle and get into the back seats, and I'm also going to turn on the lights again because our lights are motion censored and they just shut off. Hey, didn't see you there. So now we're in the back seat of the Sorento. I'm sorry in advance, guys. Legroom-wise, I'm very, very comfy. Comfort-wise, it is amazing. So these are 2 captain's chairs. I'm going to move over to the other side so you can actually get a feel for what the chairs look like. So 2 bucket chairs, captain's chairs, whatever you want to call them. They both have armrests and they're both car seat adaptable or car seat accessible. Up here, I didn't show you guys earlier, but this EX Plus trim is the entry level to the sunroof. So you have this beautiful panel roof. It opens up to about here. I have it opened all the way there. Has a little bug net in the front, and it's completely powered, so you don't have to reach back to pull over the cargo or the cover screen. It's all powered. It's just operated by the front seat. These seats over here are super easy to fold, so if you do have passengers getting into the very rear seats, there's a little button on the top by the shoulder. I'll actually have Charlotte do it because it might be a little easier. You push it, and we just proved that you can totally move the seats or get someone into the back while filming a Kia Hyundai channel video. So it really doesn't take much. And then to move it back, it's on a track, so you can just adjust it as needed. And if you want the seat to go a little further back, there's a latch over here. You pull it and you slide it. So I'm not the strongest girl, I gotta admit. And I did that with one hand. So your kids can do it, your grandma can do it, your dog can do it. It is super user-friendly. Now, before I get out of here, I just want to show you a couple more things that are in the back seats. The tech doesn't stop in the front, and even your rear passengers will not suffer of a dead phone battery. So if you look into the backs of the seats here, you have two USBs, one on the driver's side and then one on the passenger side. Charlotte might not be able to show you the driver's side, but trust me, it's there. You have one down there, and then you have a household outlet, and then you have a 12-volt outlet, and then you also have heated seats in the rear, so for each captain's chair, and a cup holder, and your automatic windows. And it doesn't stop there. Hold on, let me get out. I'm very excited about this vehicle. You have a window cover. So if you have small kids or pets, you can actually still have your window down, have that up, a little bit of security, a little bit of privacy, and good sun protection as well too. All right, so I know I mentioned earlier that it's super easy to get into the back seats. Now I'm going to prove it to you. So just the same thing that Charlotte did, there's a button on the top by the shoulder area of the seat. So I'm going to push that, one finger, car slides itself or the seat slides itself. There's a little step here. I'm doing this in heels too, so please appreciate the effort. Leave a like or a comment. I'm going to climb in, and I am in the back of the vehicle. So Charlotte will stick her arm in here. It's a little dark back here, I'm not gonna lie. Good thing we have lights and they're LEDs as well, not sponsored. Right over here we have two more USBs, so one on the left side, one on the right side. We have air vents and we have vent control too, so we can. All right, everybody, so that concludes our walk around of the 2022 Sorento PHEV EX Plus. Like I mentioned earlier, this will be the same for the 23 model. It is carryover. Let us know if you have any questions about the vehicle itself or any Kia or Hyundai product. We'll be doing a ton more videos, lots of coverage on new releases, new features, just everything we know about Kia and Hyundai. You want to make sure you follow us, so subscribe, like, comment, whatever you need to do. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.